Hey everybody. Anybody still around after Chef AJ? I'm just getting ready for VegFest and I'm cooking up a bunch of odds and ends. So I thought I'd come on and see if anybody wanted to visit. Keep me company while I'm chopping. I've got onions and garlic and I'm cutting up some asparagus and some zucchini and some summer squash and just chopping away here. Hi, Karen. I'm just getting ready for VegFest, and I thought, well, in case anybody's still hanging around, I'd see if anybody wanted to keep me company. How are you doing? I'm chopping up all these veggies. I'll show you here. Let me put this asparagus over here, and I'll show you what I got going. And I've got sweet potatoes in the oven. Hi, Carlene. Here's my veggies, and I got see all the ones in the sink. So I'm going to be chopping those up and cooking, and then I've got some. I went to the store and got greens. I'm going to cook up a bunch of greens. And this is for a lot of it for Steven. Hey, Mona. So did you click that solid bell? It's the solid black bell. If you just have the transparent bell, it doesn't notify you every time I go on. You have to hit that solid black one. So I'm cooking enough veggies for Steven while I'm gone. And what I have to do is I'm doing setup tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. And my van's going to just be sitting out in the parking lot all day. So I don't want to do too much to where it'll spoil. I'll have a cooler and an ice pack in a cooler. But it's supposed to be pretty warm this weekend. So I don't want to take any chances of wasting vegetables. So I'll have the car. So after the VegFest, I can go to the grocery store, whereas Steven's going to be here without anything. So I want to make sure he has something to eat that's healthy. So that's why I'm doing all this. So I'm going to make him some butterscotch pudding because he loves the butterscotch pudding with the orange sweet potatoes. So I got a bunch of those. And I think I'm going to make him a couple, well, at least a recipe and a half. Because I think one recipe lasts him about 3 days. I sort of cut back on all that because the last 2 months when I've weighed just before the fast, I've been like 119. So I like 116. So I'm going to see if I just don't eat the desserts, if that changes my weight. And then I'm doing Susanna's 30-day weigh-in. So it's next Friday I'll weigh in and see what happened. Yeah, Mona, that's cool. You visited Seattle. The VegFest is actually in Puyallup, which is way south of Seattle. In fact, it'll take me an hour to get down there. So I rented an Airbnb to stay at tomorrow night. So I'm going to set up tomorrow from 10 until 6. And then I'm going to work. They want me to do a ticket booth. So I'm going to be sitting in a little ticket booth. At least I won't be in front of all the food. So I'm going to be ticket selling from 9 in the morning until 6 at night. And I've asked him if I can go to Chef AJ's food demonstration, at least on Sunday. I'm hoping I can get to it on both days. And then I'm going to help with takedown until 9 o'clock Sunday night. Thanks, Karen. But yeah, it's really fun to see you guys when you can make it. So that the talk this morning on the challenge was really great. She's right on as far as, believing our thoughts and all the conditioning that we've grown up with to where we don't even know what's real. We only know what we've been taught. Especially we can see that with the I always seem to hear those. My friend messaged me, and I don't know for a couple of days. Oh, huh. And you hit the solid bell. I don't know why you're not getting them right away. But I'm going to roast these for 30 minutes, and they get nice and juicy when I do that. So it's onion, garlic, asparagus, zucchini, summer squash, and usually I like to put eggplant on there, but I didn't have any eggplant. So then for steaming, I've got broccoli, green beans, and Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to do some carrots. Yeah, Kathy Cook is going to do hoping to be with Chef AJ's setup. Yeah, they needed a lot of volunteers when I was volunteering, and I said just put me wherever you need me. So they asked me if I'd sell tickets, so that's what I'm going to do. But if they need to switch me, they can switch me. And Sunday, the setup and breakdown, of course, it'll be setting things up. So I might be involved in that too. But I just figured it's a great way to give to the whole vegan movement is to work the VegFest. And last night we had a potluck for our bicycle club. So I took the beluga black lentil dal. Oh, it's so good. So I made that yesterday, and I would have come on, except there was the 4:00 check-in, and I was listening to Jonathan's weigh-in, and just so much was going on, I didn't get online. Hi, Jennifer. Good to see ya. Geez, Jen, we're so busy we can't even touch base with each other anymore. It's so crazy. But at least we'll be able to see each other in Chicago. Does anybody know anybody else going to Chicago to JP's, John Pierre's retreat? All I know is Florence, and just wondering if anybody else is going. So if you know anybody, let me know. Okay, so I'm going to do some cauliflower. Hi, Annette. John is doing so well right now, Karen. Oh my gosh, 250 pounds lost. Almost half the man he was. Just amazing. And what's really neat about Jonathan is his whole attitude has changed. And he went from being on a diet to realizing this is going to be the way he eats for the rest of his life. So it's pretty exciting. I hope he really can do it. Oh, wow. Where are you, Mona? That your VegFest is like a little art sale. That would be disappointing. Although that'd be easier than going to where there's all kinds of sugar, fat, and salt, which is what I hear is going to happen with me. But I'm taking everything, and I'm going to go to the store and get stuff. So I'll have plenty of my own food there. I don't plan on eating anything there. Savannah, Georgia. Oh, I loved Savannah, Georgia. That was such a beautiful town. Thank goodness. When you go to a town, there's always a grocery store, and the grocery store always has a produce section. Because it'd be awful to have to depend on their restaurants. Let's see, I got to turn up Kangen water. Got some nice sprouts going, and I started doing sprouts for my sister too. So I'm going to harvest them for her tonight before I go. And then from Azure, I got thyme and cilantro and basil. So I'm going to start growing some herbs. Oh, and I got parsley. Little baby parsley. So cute. Oh, great, Karen. So they got a VegFest in Oklahoma, huh? Wow, that's amazing. They're everywhere. Yeah. Mm. I just love herbs now. So I'm ready to do these. I'm going to turn the stove on high. And then the last thing I'm going to do are the greens. I'd love to take this stuff with me, but I don't dare leave it in the car all day. Any suggestions? Dr. Loomis. I wonder, I don't really recognize anybody at ours. Oh, hi, Pretty Girl's mom. I don't recognize anybody at our VegFest except for Chef AJ. I looked through them all, but I did see a local doctor who works in the town just south of me. So I'm gonna try to connect up with her because my potluck for the Pod Network is next Sunday. So there's a lot of interested people. So it'll be interesting to see who actually comes. Because it's one thing to be interested, and it's another thing to actually come. Oh, but if you guys heard me talking about this bicycle buddy who had a 70% heart block and had to have a pacemaker, they came to the potluck last night and he had 2 big helpings of my doll, and they're coming to the potluck. And she asked for Dr. Esselstyn's information, so I sent that on. Yeah, Annette, really it's the potlucks that have livened things up. So I have almost 90 people on the Facebook page of the pod, but people are pretty quiet. They just they look at all the videos that I post, but they're just quiet. So it's so fun to meet them at the potlucks because then I get to ask them about them and how they got interested in this and what's their why, and I'm interested in what's going on with everybody. So, okay. So the first thing I do is the Brussels sprouts. So I need a bowl to get them out. Since they're the thickest, I put those in first, and then I put in the broccoli and the cauliflower, and then I put in the green beans. Oh, looks like my potatoes are done. Ooh, yeah. Stick a fork at those. Steven just put stoppers on my doors, so my doors stay where they're supposed to. So I got to get used to that now. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, that one's done. This way. Because those big ones might not be done yet. Yeah, they need to cook a little bit longer. This one's done. These two need to keep going. Say another 15 minutes. So that's for the pudding. There. So back to these veggies. So here's my Brussels sprouts. I put those in for a couple extra minutes. And then, oops, I should set my phone. The recipe for the pudding is in Chef AJ's butterscotch pudding in her Ultimate Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss. And I can tell you the page in just a second here. Get my clock going so that I don't lose track of, where is it? Clock. Yeah, we don't need 30 minutes. Let's do just 3 minutes. Everything but, okay. So, but it's so simple, Carlene. It's just 3 cups of orange sweet potato roasted, and 2 large very ripe bananas, and a little bit of pumpkin pie spice, and a little bit of vanilla. Ooh, savory bok choy stir fry. Where's that, Annette? Pretty Girl's Mom, I'm getting ready for VegFest. So I'm doing roasting potatoes for butterscotch pudding, and I chopped up a bunch of vegetables, asparagus, and summer squashes, and onion and garlic. So I'm going to roast that after the potatoes, and then I'm boiling up some broccoli and cauliflower and Brussels sprouts and green beans. And then I'm going to do greens, onion, and garlic. Oh, the docuseries. That's great. Sounds delicious. So for the greens, I do onion, garlic, and mushrooms. And I wash my mushrooms. I can't help it. There's manure on them. Now I have to wash them. I'm just going to do all these because I'm leaving. I don't want them to go to waste. I got some tomato starts I got to stick in the ground today too. That's going to be fun. Oops. Almost lost you there. Okay. I don't know if you can see this, but my orchid, see those buds on the orchid? Isn't that cool? It's going to burst into flowers any day now. The other one didn't resprout anything, but I'll take the one. Oh, Pretty Girl's Mom. I'm. You know what, Jennifer? It took me. I killed 3 of them, and finally, actually, my sister killed one, taking care of the 2 that I had left, and so she got me this one, and this one's doing pretty good. So I don't know. Oh, that's great. Your garden's taking off, Mona. Nothing's coming up in mine. So I planted some more. I'm going to plant the tomatoes. And last year I did tomatoes okay. And I was working on top of the potatoes, taking out some weeds, and found one that was sprouting. So there's something going on. Potatoes are pretty tough. So hopefully I'll get something this year. It's my first year doing wood chips. So I think it might need a year for the nitrogen and the soil, and even though I tried to keep the 2 separate, I think I didn't do too well. Okay. So another onion and some garlic. Jennifer, blackberries are tough. They really are. They go underground. So it's better to develop a love for blackberries and just sort of try to channel them into an area and let them have their way somewhere. I know Stephen used to fight them and he gave up. I don't fight them. I respect them because they are so painful when they stick into you. You know, Mona, that's probably what I should have done is I should have mixed more compost in when with where I wanted to plant. I don't think I put in enough. I put in a slight layer, but um, I think we used a lot of our compost in the blueberries, and I didn't have enough for the vegetables. So we'll see. Plants are pretty tough. The other thing is I think the deer are getting into my garden. We put webbing around our fruit trees, and they're out of them. But we haven't had the time to do the garden, so there's that danger. Although they haven't done it in the years past, and they go through all the time. And then there's possible slug or stink bug. But the gardening guy says they'll only do what they do if the soil isn't healthy enough. So another indication that I might need a year, because for the 3 years before where we were here but we weren't gardening, we didn't do anything to the soil. This is the third year, but the year before that the owners were gone, so nothing was done for the soil. So once I do the first 3 minutes, I check a green bean to see. Okay, I'll check. I'll check to see if there's a compost delivery. But I've already planted everything. What do I do now? I was listening to Dr. Wilby on the exam room yesterday too about what to do after antibiotics. Yeah, blackberries are really stubborn. How do you test your soil, Mona? I've never tested my soil. Is it like a pH stick or something? I'm very new at this. See, garlic. So I won't disrupt my seeds if I still mix them in. Through the local government agency? Huh? Yeah, yeah. How to repopulate the gut microbiome after the use of antibiotics. And his big point was it's what you do way before you're going to have the antibiotic, which is get on a diversified whole food plant diet. Because Stephen's going in for oral surgery and they've already ordered his antibiotic for after his tooth extraction, and they got hydrocodone and ibuprofen, and he's hoping he doesn't have to take any of the pain meds, but we'll get them just in case. At least the ibuprofen or extra strength Tylenol or whatever they ordered for him. And I guess he's going to have to take the antibiotic. Anybody got any wisdom on that? For me, it gave the trees and garden ground cooler from our heated summers. Yeah. Yeah, same here. I don't mix the wood chips on purpose, but sometimes they get, they fall down into there. All right. I think these will be done now. Nope, not yet. Karen, you didn't have to take an antibiotic? Did they want you to take one? Oh. Yeah, he's getting, well, the back molar and it's right near the sinuses. So it's going to be, it's a crown with the roots underneath it. So there's the danger of getting the sinuses infected. So it's going to be a surgical procedure. They're going to sedate him. I guess you could say they're going to dig him out. I don't have pine straw, but the tomatoes always do fine. I put them right up next to the south side of the house, and they just love it there. They think that his root might be infected, Karen. Because I asked, does he have to take the antibiotic? And they said that the surgeon ordered it. He really wants him to have it. So I don't know. I suppose I could find out afterwards. Was it infected as he thought it was? They're just looking at the picture of it. So that's great that you let me know, because I'm going to question it then. Oh, you took the antibiotic first. They want him to take it right after the surgery. I'll question it, because what the heck? You take it, Carlene. 6-year molar. I don't really know what that means. Not done yet. I love green beans. Okay. I'll look up the soil testing labs at the corporate extension office. Yeah, apparently this tooth number 2 is right there at the sinus. So it very well could extend into the sinus. Oh, but the point that Dr. B made was, if you're on a whole food plant, highly diverse diet, you're probably going to be okay as far as recovering after the antibiotic. Okay. Now they're done. About 6 minutes. Everything gets done. All right. I haven't had a chance to bicycle all week. I've been weeding and mowing and getting ready to be gone all this weekend. Getting ready for the potluck last night. It's crazy. Life is crazy. I eat raw salads for both for breakfast and for lunch, Jennifer. And then if I'm still hungry, I have some cooked. Ooh, what's in your super green smoothie, Mona? try not to disturb my mushrooms too much when I wash them. Dr. B said, yeah, that's true. This surgeon said take a postbiotic. And Dr. B says don't do that. But I know he's more into prebiotics. Well, we love to eat sauerkraut, and Dr. B's all for fermented food. Isn't that funny, Jennifer, that your doctor told you need more protein? That's hilarious. All right, I think potatoes are done. There. Oh yeah. Let the cool and mix Stephen his pudding. And then I'm going to stick in the veggies. Here. Switch it to 30 minutes. 400. And let her rip. Mona, collards, kale, carrots, pineapple. It's how I get the fresh ginger and sumac again. And also psyllium, amla, and spirulina. Wow, that looks really good. Yum. Yeah, she says pineapple, Jennifer. Is pineapple the only fruit? And that gets, you can drink that, huh? Huh. That's great, Mona. That's a good idea, Karen. Put the your food in the chronometer. I'm gonna have to try that, Mona. I made the salad smoothie, Chef AJ's salad smoothie, and boy, that was filling. But I put some bananas in it. I mean it was definitely drinkable, but I don't think I would have drank it without the bananas. And you could taste the banana taste. I love that taste. So I got a ton of mushrooms here. I'm just slicing them. But I love mushrooms cooked. All right, so I'll show you here when I get them in the bowl. I got a pile of mushrooms. And then I'll cut my greens. I need to. I've got some. Hi, Lynette. Hey, you made it. All right. 12 grams of protein. Do you drink it all through the day, Mona, or is it just a one meal thing, or? Plantains, Annette. Yeah, I love them too. Let me grab my sweet potatoes. I've got some aging potatoes, so I'm going to put some of this in the air fryer for lunch today. Ooh, I've never heard of those. Maitake mushrooms. Ducks. I missed what that is about, Annette. Yes. Plantains, they can turn out all different ways, but boy, when they turn out nice, they sure are good. Even when they're just starchy, I just add them to my salads and they're fine. I've got a couple, I buy a couple every time I go because they're pretty green. And then I just let them sit until they turn nice and yellow and black. And then in they go. Oh, means dancing mushrooms in Japanese. That's cool. Oh, you can hear ducks. Yes, yes. Actually, those are the geese, Annette. And there were. It's so sad. There were 6 babies. Then there were 5 babies. Then there were 4, and now there's only 3 babies left. So keep your fingers crossed that they can hang on to the 2 that are left. But it's just the wild out there. All right, so my air fryer basket here. Let's stick these in there. And we'll just have assorted potatoes air fried today for lunch. And then the rest of it I'll take with me tomorrow because Steven isn't eating as many sweet potatoes because he just loves his butterscotch pudding, which of course is all sweet potato. So I have to slow down on the amount of potatoes I'm making. I got 5 pounds of russets too that we need to eat. Okay, so there's that. So I got beet greens and kale. Gold beets and red beets. The red beet greens were pretty small, so. Where do you get your psyllium, Mona? I know that Raw Food Romance says you need psyllium to make her wraps. Has anybody tried her raw wrap? That raw wrap looks amazing, doesn't it? Roast some beets. What's linzess? Yes. Geese are right out in the front yard right now. Oh, there's 3 babies out there. I wish I could show them to you, but there's always so much glare in the computer. They're pretty cute, though. Janet, this is a powder. What is a powder? Oh, the psyllium powder. So where do you get it? Or is there different kinds of psyllium? Don't you love the caramel that the sweet potatoes leave? It's so good. Mm. It's probably bad for me, huh? Jennifer, you're way over the medical people. You betcha. Me too. I dread every time we've got to go to one because they're so old. No eggs, Linda. They're not good for us. Oh, a drug for chronic constipation. Boy, are any of us constipated? Mona, are you? I was constipated for 50 years. Not anymore. All right, so I've got garlic, mushrooms, onion, now the greens. I'm just gonna chop these up a little bit. And I just do everything, stems and everything. It all cooks up, and I think it's all great stuff. So they didn't have any red chard or rainbow chard today. So when Steven was at Home Depot, he picked up a whole bunch of chard starts. What grocery store runs out of chard? Come on. It's going to be there tomorrow, but I'm not going to be here tomorrow. And he's not going to have the vehicle. He could ride his bike down there, but he's so busy doing the taping, the mudding, put in door opening holders for me today. He's got enough to do right here without heading out for, just some greens at the store. This will hold him over though. He's been loving the greens. And we were listening to Dr. Esselstyn. And of course, he's all about greens, leafy greens 6 times a day with a little balsamic or rice vinegar. So we've just been going great guns with the greens. I'd love to take some of these with me tomorrow too, but I'm gonna have to get my own, I guess. Looks like I'll have a full kitchen at my Airbnb, so that'll be nice. Eggs apparently will mess with your epithelium. And they're very high in cholesterol. Wow, just a few tablespoons in your body said something. Wow, that's pretty remarkable, Linda. Karen, is it because of being on antibiotic that your biome just isn't functioning? Or do you think something happened from a stroke that made your intestines sluggish? Or is it all better by now? Yeah, eggs are yeah, they're living. That's true, Annette. We're taking somebody's kids. Okay, so I'm getting out my electric fan. This is what I'll do the greens in. And then I'm going to get out, show you what I made this morning. I've just been making this coleslaw salad and not putting the dressing in. And then I eat it over time. So it's red cabbage, green cabbage, red onion. I put in apple and red pepper and orange. 4 of those pans. You'd be amazed at how much greens. I mean, here, I'll show you. These are all the greens I plan on cooking. So, bye, Jennifer. Good to see ya. Okay. So start the onions here. Some onion skin. Greens cooked down so far. I can fit a lot of them in here. So a lot of times this is what I cook. Oh, cool. You started volunteering at a sanctuary farm and yet? And the hens, Blanche, Flo, Brandy, and Licorice. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. This isn't very exciting, but this is a lot of what I cook all the time. So breakfast and lunch, I always eat. Well, right now I'm eating this coleslaw salad, and then I'll eat some of these air fried potatoes that I'm making. And then I get things to complement it, like I have jicama and daikon and celery, stuff like that. Basil, mint. So now I'll do half for me and half for Stephen. And I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to try to take some with me. I think I'll do a little bit of raw kale too. So I still got to pack. I got so much to do today. For my dressing right now, I've been using lemon or lime and balsamic vinegar that I got from Azure for 10 calories a tablespoon. And I have other sauces. I made the honey nut dressing that AJ made the other day. I've got creamy garlic. I've got my cranberry dressing, but we just haven't been using it. But it's there. We will use it. But I'm really enjoying just the lime and the balsamic. So we'll see how I do with this next weigh-in. If I'm back to 116, I'll be very happy. without having to do really much anything. But we'll see. I really can't tell. That's why I still need to use the scale once a month. I just can't tell. I still, in a lot of ways, I feel just like I always have. So I still have what Susanna calls body dysmorphia. I'm just short of 5'5", currently. 5'4" 3/4. Put some of these greens in this bowl so that I can use the chopping board. Whoa. I just dumped my kale on the floor. I love making the sauces, so that's not a problem. Oh, thanks, Carlene. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What does that mean, that I look super strong? Did I do it with my knife? Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to cut really small kale here so that Stephen will eat it raw. Now this, I won't put the tough stuff. Actually, I would eat it. Maybe I'll chop it tiny for me. I don't mind it at all. I like chewy stuff. Yeah, is anybody watching The Truth About Health? Oh, mussels, right. Mona, I didn't sign up for the raw bundle because I got one of the bundles last year and I still haven't looked at it. So it looks really good. If I hadn't bought one already and not gotten to it yet, I would have bought it, but I can't even get to the one that I already bought. So what's a girl to do? Fluid in here. Oop, it's clean. It's doing that. So my machine self-cleans itself. There we go. Yeah. I wonder if my orchid likes the steam bath. Yes. I know The Truth About Health is a free Zoom. I get Truth About Health videos every single day. But I've heard a lot of the talks so many times. See, now, check this out. See, all those greens fit in there. I've still got some more here. What do you think, Caroline? There you go, you see. And that's that. That's all my greens. Oh, cool. Lynette, that's so cool. You had an appointment with Dr. Lyle. Very nice. Carlene, if you make one of those wraps, let me know. They just look so amazing. Do you have an Excalibur and those trays with the lip? You ready for lunch, Stephen? Yeah? I've got a couple of salads here. Go outside on our porch and sit and eat lunch, and then we can watch the geese do their thing. Yes, Dr. Lyle is wonderful. Well, you guys, I've been holding you up almost an hour. I should let you go. But thank you so much for keeping me company for a while. I think that's a lot of the cooking. I actually got it accomplished. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to cook today. Oh, I just need to make the butterscotch pudding. So I imagine everybody's got to go eat their own lunch. So wish me luck at VegFest, and I'll see you guys all next week. So have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.